watching a Satluj TV news special. I'm Angus Scott in London. Recent events have triggered a slew of accusations of fake news and disinformation from all sides between India and the UK media. Accusations focus around a protest held in London in March, in which pro-Khalistan supporters staged a demonstration outside India's High Commission in Aldwych. During the demonstration, a small amount of damage occurred and one arrest was made by police, although no charges as yet have been brought against the protester. The demonstration, which was mirrored across other European locations, was in response to events in Punjab after Indian authorities disconnected the internet and made a series of arrests of academics, journalists and campaigners in the region, many of whom have since been freed. The crackdown against activists in the Punjab centres around Sikh leader Bhai Amritpal Singh, who has openly campaigned for a free Sikh homeland, Khalistan. Of course, talk of secessionism is officially illegal in India. However, these regional events have now spilled onto the world stage, and indeed across several sections of the media, and accusations are now being levelled against the Indian government of using its influence to attempt to control the narrative of events in the media, even beyond its own borders. A recent Times article in the UK claimed that trade talks between the UK and India had stalled as a result of the UK's unwillingness to openly condemn Sikh extremism. At the time, British Foreign Secretary James Cleverly had condemned any acts of violence against embassy staff, but it was claimed the Indian government wanted Britain to go further and publicly censure the Khalistan movement. By not doing so, it was alleged that New Delhi disengaged from the important trade talks between the two countries, which have of course become an important issue for post-Brexit Britain. The Times article has since been denounced as forming part of a coordinated campaign aimed at tarnishing the image of the Sikhs on the world stage. However, the UK and Indian government have both publicly denied that trade talks were indeed halted as a result of this issue. In a further damaging Times article about the Sikh leader Amritpal Singh, various statements in the article were subsequently claimed as being not just defamatory, but provably untrue. As a result, the article is now the subject of a press complaint by the Sikh Press Association, the SPA. A spokesman for the SPA openly accused the Indian government of attempting to cover up its human rights abuses by trying to control the narrative in Western media, and of course peddling fake news. In a further development bound to inflame tensions, Kirandeep Kaur, the wife of Amritpal Singh, was prevented yesterday from boarding a flight from Amritsar to London and is now being held against her will by police for questioning. Kaur, who has permanent residence in the UK, had more recently been living in the village of Jalapur Khera in Punjab after marrying Singh. However, she had been in hiding since the police crackdown in Punjab, particularly after visitations to her home by Indian security services. The UK and India currently enjoy a £29 billion trading relationship that both sides are looking to develop further through a free trade deal. The appointment of Rishi Sunak as UK Prime Minister last year was welcomed across India and proved a powerful example of how any mature democracy that protects the rights of its ethnic minorities to the extent where they can reach the highest level of government demonstrates a democracy and society that is in good health. There has been a long and ongoing friendship and close connection between the two countries, which has often led to considerable mutual benefit in several areas, including trade and culture. But both governments are still unavoidably bound to shore up political support at home, and this means they are forced to tread a fine balance between maintaining good diplomatic ties at an international level, but also ensuring they satisfy the demands of the domestic voting base, keeping them in power. The problems, of course, occur when any ruling party then has to resort to controlling the narrative in the media, both at home and abroad, which naturally brings accusations of stifling press freedom and media manipulation. All governments across the world have at one time been accused of trying to control the press, and in the modern media age, it has formed a de facto tool of modern governance. But when any democratically elected party finds itself in government with a powerful majority, the temptation to abuse such dominance can become great. Protecting the human rights of any minority is the responsibility of any democratic government, if it is to be judged as legitimate and fair on the world stage. Failing in this responsibility doesn't just mean reputational damage amongst its peers, but more importantly, it means, as always, it's the voiceless minority who suffer. You're watching Satluj TV News, and if you have any opinions on this story or indeed on any of our other stories, why not get in touch and let us know. We do welcome all your comments and opinions, however diverse, and we'll broadcast the best of them in a special show. So why not drop us a message at message@satlujtv.com and let us know your opinions. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I'm Angus Scott in London.
Hello, my name is Jane.
Do you ever wonder what's behind the news? What is it that you are not being told? Going behind the news and finding the truth. Let the truth flow. Satluj Network. Let the truth flow.